Thanks, Brandon. I'm here with Chris Minks, Precision Machining Technology Department Chair. We're going to ask Chris a few questions about his program. Chris, how you doing?
Good, Ross.
We're here. First question, what makes your program unique?
Well, I think our program is a blend of both manual machining plus the CNC machining plus the designing, the programming. They get a well-rounded balance here on course material preparing for the workforce.
All right. Thanks, Chris. What makes a good precision machining technology student?
Well, we're looking for a student who is detail orientated, somebody that is takes pride in their work. They like to build things. They like to make things. Somebody that just has a little gun ho in getting, seeing something from a raw material to a finished part. I think that's the pride and the quality that stands out from our students is the quality of bringing in something from nothing to making it a useful tool.
Yeah, absolutely. What kind of classes can students in precision machining expect to take?
Well, some of the students here will take, they'll all take manual machining. They'll also take a SolidWorks class, G-code programming. They'll also take quality control class as well as classes related to heat treating as well.
Okay, very cool, very cool. Tell us a little bit about the shop space here.
We've got enough equipment to handle 50 students. There's plenty of CNC as well as manual equipment. No students are waiting on equipment. We just recently purchased another 5-axis machine, as well as an Akuma lathe with live tooling, as well as a new Herco 3-axis mill. So we have new equipment constantly being updated here, but it's all current. Everything's to modern trends.
And after your students graduate, what kind of job opportunities do they have, Chris?
Right now, they're getting 3 to 4 job offers. There's more jobs than we can fill students. Salary range start from $18 to $32 an hour starting out when they leave here. But plenty of opportunities. We get calls weekly on employment opportunities here for them.
Awesome. And one final question, Chris. I think this is going to be an easy one for you. What's your favorite part of being an instructor at State Tech?
Oh, I just enjoy working with the students. I think we've all grown over 2 years here working with these students. When we have a class start to finish, it's neat to see their progress through the program, how they develop and their skills get, honed in, and they get them where they're ready to go when they graduate. So seeing them then be successful is what I like to see and get pleasure from. Seeing them get their employment and be successful in their careers.
Very cool. Well, thank you, Chris. We're going to head it over to a student.
All right. Thank you, Ross. I have second-year student Nick Long here with us. Nick, tell us about what you got going on here.
So today I've been working on these speed handles. It's for the vices in our other 3-axis machines around here, the Kurt Vise. What I'm doing here in this machine is the first operation, and I'm turning this billet chunk of aluminum into this right here, and then I did some engraving on the side of it and put State Tech on one side and PMT on the other. After this step, it'll get put in a set of soft jaws on a different machine and turned into this step right here. We have another op in a lathe where we turn out the handle, and then when we put it all together, we use a shoulder bolt, and it turns out like this. Some of the things that I used to do this was I used SolidWorks to draw up the solid model of the part. I imported that into Mastercam and put my toolpaths on it. It's a pretty good software right here. It shows you exactly what's going to happen in the machine, and you can verify it and backplot it to see what's happening.
All right, so we're going to run this part, and we're going to come back here and check it. Now we're going to take it back to you, Brandon, in the studio. Okay, you're on.
State Tech taught me everything that I know. When I started there, I didn't know anything, and after I went 2 years there, now I work as a machinist at Quaker Windows, making dies and punches to make windows. I'd say the instructors are very good people. They get to know you personally, and if you ever need help with anything, they're there for you.
Great to meet him in person. I was one of the ones that had the opportunity to go help shoot that video. We were at Quaker Window in Freeburg, and he absolutely loved his job, and that's what we love about our State Tech success stories. They come, they work hard, they spend 2 years in their degree, and they get a job. And now we're going to send it back out to the lab.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Ed Hoffs with the State Tech Precision Machining Department. I'm the lab instructor here. Today I've got two of our finest first-year students with us, Jack Dinkins and Ellie Surrey, and they're here to explain to you how we transform from paper print in the classroom down to machine part in the shop. Jack, would you like to add some of your thoughts to this?
Sure. As Mr. Haas said, we take our paper blueprints that we get upstairs in the classroom, and on the computer, we type out G code manually along with M code and other various codes. And we bring them down here on the machine and plug them in the machine and run it there. And
Ellie, would you like to show us how we bring that program in?
So first we'll bring the program in, and then usually we'll put on the graphics to run and see if our program's going to run smoothly. Shows what the part's going to look like and what the tool's going to do in the machine. And if that all works fine, then we'll go ahead and start running the program.
So let's go ahead and run this part. Let's see how it turns out. So you want to explain to them what it's doing right now?
So right now it's taking its roughing pass, which is it's just cleaning up the material before it starts making the dimensions. And it's just roughing it out right now, and then it'll go on to start cutting the radiuses in the part, like it shows in the picture. So right now it's just cutting the part right now. And then in a couple of seconds, it'll start cutting the grooves.
So right now we're profiling the part. We're putting radiuses on there. We're trying to get it to a controlled dimension.
Right now it's cutting its bevel at the end. It's about to start cutting the little radiuses at the beginning of the part. Now it's about to start making its finishing pass to clean up the rest of the roughing that it just did.
So right now we're going into the final finishing pass, finishing the part up. And here in just a minute, we're going to see what this part looks like.
Now we're done, and I'm going to take out the part and see what it looks like.
Let's see what it looks like.
There we have our finished part.
So now we went from paper part to finished part. Now we're going to give it back to you, Brandon. Thank you.
Man, that is just so super cool to see something just being made right before your eyes. And when I first started here, I remember, like, you don't think about it. Everything needs to be machined, right? And a lot of students have the opportunity to just kind of come up with an idea of their own and actually see it come to fruition. We got a story here about a student who had an idea and was able to make it come a reality in our precision machining lab.
What we're making here is a hatchet on the 5th axis. We just started our 4 and 5 axis class. The hatchet is something I've made before, and when we started the 5 axis class, I thought it'd be a cool thing to try out on the trunnion here. We were able to get a Dovetail Vise from 5th axis. That's the company that makes the vices, and the vise is a self-centering vise, so as you when you put your material in there, it brings it to the center line of all the rotations. So you need a self-centering vise for the 5 axis. So I designed it in SolidWorks, and then from there you put it in Mastercam and write the toolpath. and it simulates the entire machine so there's no crashes or anything, and then set it all up and goes from there. It's pretty cool to be able to start with nothing and design exactly what you want on the computer, and then from there just put the machining strategies and you can make it.
The really, really cool things that come out of that lab always ceases to amaze me. And we're going to go ahead and send it back out one more time because I believe there was a part they were working on earlier that we're going to see here in a second. And also, every student has what's called a capstone project. It's their end of the year, their big project that they're super proud of. And some of our students would like to show those to you right now. So we'll send it back out to the lab.
All right, thanks, Brandon. I'm here with a group of second-year students. They have started on their capstone project and is nearing completion. Colin, why don't you tell us a little bit of what all went into making your project here?
Well, it all starts on the computer, drawing everything up, and then taking them out to the machines, running part by part, setup by setup. You got multiple operations. You use several different machines. It all starts as a hunk of metal and comes out as something.
All right, thank you, Colin. Adam, tell us a little bit about the design on your base. I see a picture of a dog here on your base.
Yeah.
Explain that for us, will you?
That's actually my personal dog. I was able to take a picture off of my phone, transfer it onto the computer, trace it out, put it into the machine, and it was able to engrave the tracing of my picture onto my base here.
Neat. It's cool. Dominic, what can you tell us about your experience here at State Tech?
My experience has been nothing but what I've ever expected. It's always exceeded my expectations. I couldn't ask anything more to come out of this program, knowing I'll be ready for future employment.
All right. Thank you, Dominic. Tanner, tell us a little bit about your engine. You got some interesting design going on here.
Yeah, so I wanted to go out of the box a little bit on my design, so I decided to make a base out of a piece of walnut. So this walnut's 80-something years old. It came out of my grandfather's barn. And I also didn't want to do a round flywheel, so I did a little bit of experimenting with the flywheel, made it an octagon. So as you can see, there's a lot of room open for creativity based off the guidelines that were given. So and it's encouraged here to kind of go out on your own limb and come up with your own design for things. It makes for a really interesting setup.
All right, thank you. Well, gentlemen, this is something I always wanted to do. Here we go. Are we ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Let's start our engines. How about it? Here we go. We got them running. So.
Come on.
Nice. Someone said he wins the race.
All righty. Well, let's take it back and see how Nick did with his part he was finishing.
I heard him say that.
So the mill just finished up, about to get the part out. There it is. Looks like a good part to me.
All right. Did a little engraving on it. Got State Tech on there.
Yes, sir.
All right. So it's ready for Op 2. Good job. All right. Now I'm going to take it to give it mic to Jess. And Jess from admissions, would you like to talk a little bit about admissions?
Yeah, perfect. Thanks, Chris. So guys, we're really excited that you joined us today to see our lab. We would love to invite you to our open house on March 27th. You can sign up on our website. The program will kick off at 10 a.m. Love to have you on campus so you can see our awesome lab spaces and get all of your questions answered. All right, and if you would like to apply to this program or any of the amazing programs that we have here at State Tech, we encourage you to go ahead and do so. Our classes are filling up fast for the fall. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and kick it back to you, Brandon, in the studio.
All right, thanks a lot, Jess. Thanks, everybody, for all their amazing demonstrations today. Big shout out to the Precision Machining Department, both the faculty as well as the students and our admission staff there as well. So again, I'm going to reiterate a little bit of what Jessica just said. As cool as that might have seemed, you know, when you were watching all those parts being made and seeing all those machines, there's nothing better than seeing it in person right here on campus. And like she said, one of the best ways to do that is our open house. And you can go to our website, statechmo.edu, and search for open house, and you would be more than happy to register you to come find out firsthand why State Tech is the employer's choice. I may not have mentioned to you before, we have a 99% placement rate, which means if you come to State Tech, precision machining, HVAC, one of our health sciences programs, one of our computer division programs, you come to State Tech and you put forth the effort, you will get a job. That's the whole point of coming to college. That's why State Tech is ranked the best college in the country. So if you have any questions about precision machining, about any of our other programs, or how to come to State Tech, how to maybe get involved in some admissions testing, we have all the answers on our website, statechmo.edu. In the bottom right-hand corner, there's a chat feature. You can always chat with one of our admissions counselors. Well, again, my name is Brandon McWayne. I'm the marketing director at State Tech. Thank you once again for watching State Tech Live. This week, we were in precision machining. Next week, we have yet another surprise for you. We are going to head to our power sports lab. So if you like boats, motorcycles, ATVs, I mean, who doesn't really, right? We're going to see all of that in our Power Sports Lab right here live next Thursday. So from all of us at State Tech, thanks for watching. State Tech, we are the employer's choice.